$1,000 from selling digital download patterns. I posted a video a few days ago going over 7 different business ideas that you could start with the help of AI, and today we're going over the AI pattern business. This is by far the easiest and most simple business out of those 7. With the brand new release of Midjourney version 5 that came out just a couple days ago, and the fact that nobody is tapping into this business model yet, I figured it would be the perfect time to make a full video going over exactly how to use AI tools to create these seamless pattern textures and potentially sell them for some passive income online. Now, the whole process is very easy. It starts by using a text-to-image AI to create the pattern. We'll be using an image AI called Midjourney, and if you're unfamiliar with how it works, you give the AI a prompt which tells it what kind of image you want, and after you give it just a minute to think, it'll create you a brand new pattern from scratch. Inside the prompt, you can use specific keywords to get seamless pattern textures and really high quality images. And then once you're done generating the pattern, you just need to sell it somewhere online. Since the image AI does almost all of the work for you, this is one of the easiest side hustles that you can start. But before we go just creating a bunch of random patterns, let's quickly take a look at what kind of patterns already sell and how much money we could potentially make. Now, this shop called Old Market, they pretty much only sell these digital papers or seamless patterns, and they've made around $307,000 doing it. Now, just this pack of watercolor flowers is one of their listings, and it's brought in about $1,800 just from this one single listing. If we view it on Etsy, this floral pattern pack has a ton of reviews, which shows how often people are actually buying it. We can even see exactly what people are using these for. For example, making envelopes, journals, sublamination, printing on fabrics, and just general crafting purposes. And by knowing this, we can create excellent patterns for our customers. And I'll show you how to get very comparable patterns in less than a minute's work. Now, this shop called Digital Curio has done over 707,000 sales, which has likely brought in about $3.2 million. Granted, they do have some other types of products in their shop, but a lot of their best-selling products are these seamless pattern textures. Now, remember that selling a digital product, you'll keep around 91% of your gross revenue in profit after Etsy takes out all of their fees and taxes. And this business model is super easy. You're basically just selling an upscaled Midjourney pattern as a digital download file. Would a video on how to list digital products on Etsy be helpful? Let me know in the comments. Now, joining the Midjourney AI is super easy. You'll want to head over to their website, and at the bottom, just click on Join the Beta. This will prompt you to join their Discord server where you'll be able to generate the images. You'll need a Discord account to join, so make sure that you sign up if you haven't already. Discord is completely free. You can use the Midjourney server for free in the beginning, but if you do plan on selling your patterns, then you'll have to upgrade to one of their paid plans so that you get commercial rights to the images that you generate. To make things super easy on yourself, I'd recommend creating your own server. Now, to do this, you'll just click on this plus button and hit create my own, and then for me and my friends, and just give it a name. Then back on the Midjourney server, you can click on the Midjourney bot, click add to server, and choose the server that you just created from the dropdown. You can access your server on the left side of the screen, and this lets you generate images without having to see everybody else's images. But after we've joined the Midjourney server in Discord, we can generate our first image. So come down to the chat box section and type a / and then choose settings. From here, make sure that Midjourney version 5 is selected, and then we can just dismiss this menu. Come back to the chat section and type another / and this time choose the imagine option when it pops up. This lets us type in the idea for the pattern that we want. Once you've typed in your idea, make sure to add 2 dashes and the word tile to the end of the prompt to tell the AI that you want a seamless pattern. This is pretty important because if you don't add this to your prompt, then you won't get a seamless pattern. We'll just click enter and watch it generate a pattern right before our eyes. It should make 4 pattern options for you and give you some new controls at the bottom. This button on the right will re-roll your same prompt and just give you 4 new images. The bottom buttons will create more lookalike patterns if you like one of the examples above. And the top row of buttons will upscale or enlarge one of the images. So if we like the second and fourth image, we can click the corresponding upscale buttons to make those images larger. Now, to be completely honest, right here, you're done. This is a seamless pattern that if you stuck it side by side one another, you could repeat it as much as you want. But there is a lot that we can do with that prompt to get way better patterns. Now let's type a / and open up the settings again. From the settings page, you can also decide how much stylization or creativity you give to the AI. For example, a low stylization will try and generate the image very literally based on the prompt, while a very high stylization will add a lot more of the AI's own creativity to it. We can select one and then just close this by hitting dismiss. So now I'll run the exact same prompt with 4 different stylization settings so you can see this happen in real time. As you can see here, the images on the left are very simple patterns based on our prompt. But the further you go to the right, the images have a lot more stylization and creativity to them. This can be a great way to get more unique patterns or just play around with the settings to get the best possible image. For me, I usually like leaving the stylization on high, or I'll set it back to medium and then add my own value of about 500. That's why this is the easiest side hustle, because if you can just remember to include the -- tile at the end of your prompt, you can generate your own patterns. Now, while these patterns look great, let's see if we can generate some watercolor patterns that look similar to the ones that are already selling well on Etsy. I'm just gonna go into Midjourney and give it more details about the type of pattern that I want. I'll give it a second to generate the image and see what it can come up with. If it comes up with a batch of images that you don't love, you can click that re-roll button that we talked about to try the exact same prompt again. And from my experience with Midjourney version 5, it creates some of the best patterns that I've seen. We've been able to get very similar watercolor flowers to what's already selling on Etsy, but this is only scratching the surface. We could also ask the AI to generate us retro hand-drawn mountain patterns, or vintage patterns of skulls, cute cartoon character cacti, or even an image of floating lanterns in the night sky. But back to what we just created, if I just click the upscaled image, I can hit open in browser and then just right click it and save to downloads. Now the last thing that you might want to know if you're planning on giving this a shot is how to fix any graphical errors that Midjourney usually creates. To do this, I've opened up a free website called Photopea, which is a free Photoshop alternative online. I've got an example pattern with a mistake here, so I'll show you how to fix it. I'll just drag the image in, and then on the left side of the screen, I want to pick the Spot Heal tool. Now I can just move the mouse over top the area that I want to correct, and then if I just right click, I can adjust the size of the brush. And this will let me just paint away any imperfections that the AI created. When I'm done making edits, I can just come up to the top left, click File, Export, and export it as a PNG. It'll save all of the edits we just made. There's actually several different ways that we can go about monetizing these patterns, which is pretty exciting. The absolute easiest way would be to just sell the file on a platform like Etsy as a digital download. And we looked at that at the beginning of this video. There's almost no prep work since we're just selling the upscaled Midjourney artwork, and all we'd really have to do is just make it look nice in a listing so people would want to buy it on Etsy. But we already know that we can sell these patterns as digital products on Etsy, but there's other ways to monetize them. For example, we could use a platform like Printify to choose products like one of these best sellers, and then upload our pattern to the product and make sure that we click the Create Pattern button. And now we've got a pattern on the product that we could sell. The print-on-demand business model means that after you've uploaded your pattern to something and posted it to your Etsy shop, when someone comes along and buys that product from your shop, Printify will take a blank version of that product, send it through a printing machine that will print on your pattern, and then they'll even package it up and ship it off directly to your customer. Another cool feature is that Printify integrates directly with Etsy, meaning after you've created a product with your pattern, you can post it directly to your shop, ready to buy. The downside is that it costs about 20 cents per listing on Etsy, which can add up. So the alternative is you could start this side hustle completely for free on a website like Redbubble. You can just upload your pattern and it'll automatically apply the artwork to all of the products that they offer. Now, obviously it won't look good on some of them, so we'll have to disable those. But some items like this phone case already look great. We could also make the pattern work on things like this shower curtain. If I just click on the edit button and select choose pattern, we can click on regular grid, which turns the pattern that we just made using AI into a repeating pattern across the entire product. You can do this for any product that you want to sell on their website. The best part is it's completely free to list your products for sale, meaning you could generate hundreds of products and then post them to all of the products on Redbubble and similar websites like Society6, completely for free. These websites combined drive around 30 million visits per month. There is a fair amount of competition on these websites, but when you consider that their print-on-demand business model is almost completely passive after you post the designs, then this really is a great opportunity. You get to set the price that you sell these products at, and then you'll just split the commission with whatever website you choose. And you could upload the same pattern to all three places if you wanted to. Redbubble and Society6 will handle all of the marketing and customer service for you. This business could be what you need to start selling online, and honestly, I don't think side hustles get any easier than this. Even if you don't make millions, then it could still be worth it to gain some confidence that you can sell things online. I hope this helps. Be sure to follow me online, and as always, I'll see you soon.